For 2 hours, Barack Obama and Angela Merkel toured the stands at the Hanover Trade Fair, looking at the latest advances in technology, even trying on virtual reality glasses. The talk was of how Europe and the US could trade more easily and openly, something under detailed negotiation at the moment. But in a speech delivered afterwards, it was the importance of Europe standing together that was his theme.
So I say to you, the people of Europe, don't forget who you are. You are the heirs to a struggle for freedom. You're the Germans, the French, the Dutch, the Belgians, the Luxembourgers, the Italians, and yes, the British, who rose above old divisions and put Europe on the path to union.
That was the only mention of the UK. There was no mention of Brexit. Instead, he talked about the extraordinary achievement that had been made in Europe since the war.
More than 500 million people speaking 24 languages in 28 countries, 19 with a common currency, in one European Union, remains one of the greatest political and economic achievements of modern times.
And he spoke too about the threats that the continent faced, from the south and from the east.
After all that Europe endured in the 20th century, we must not allow borders to be redrawn by brute force in the 21st century. So we should keep helping Ukraine with its reforms to improve its economy and consolidate its democracy and modernize its forces to protect its independence.
The nub of this argument is that the United States and Europe standing together can meet the challenges and the threats that are being faced. But he's also called on Europe to do more in its defence spending, saying you have to do that if you're going to face the threat on Europe's eastern and southern borders.
These issues were later picked up at a group that's now becoming known as the Quint, the leaders of Britain, Germany, France, Italy and the United States. How to stabilise Libya and Syria, how to deal with the migrant flows and the terror threat. Easy questions to ask, solutions proving extremely difficult. John Sopel, BBC News, Hanover.